I actually found a really interesting new Where's Waldo book that was called Where's Waldo in the Police State? We had to find Waldo at one of them Free Palestine rallies. Facial recognition software, so the game has changed. But I actually wanted to read something a little bit more grown up. A friend suggested the Communist Manifesto, and I decided to give that a read. But I think capitalism won because I had to go and buy the Communist Manifesto in a half-price books. I did find some of it a little bit convincing. You know, if someone came to me and said, let's drag the wealthy to the guillotines and redistribute the lands to the people, I could get behind that, because that's the only way I'll ever afford a house. I love to read ever since I was a kid. I don't know if you guys ever went to one of them Scholastic book fairs or sent any of your kids, but it was one of those things where your mom would give you a bunch of money for books, and all you came home with was an eraser the size of your head and a poster with a Ferrari on it for some reason. While I was digging through there, I actually found a book that I thought was a little bit inappropriate. It was a children's edition of the Communist Manifesto. It was called Curious George and the People's Revolution. And the sensational follow-up book, Curious George Attends Re-Education Camp. Spoiler alert, guys, he reemerges as, we don't question the state George. We just obey the man in the big red hat. Joseph Stalin, whatever they called him, I don't remember. I always loved to be an actor ever since I was a kid. I actually got a big break to be in my middle school play. Only problem, this was a Black History play and I was the only white kid in my school. You know who they made me be? The bus driver that kicks Rosa Parks off of the bus. Every story needs a villain, right? This will be my Darth Vader moment. So I'm on the stage in front of all the parents, classmates in my school, driving my bus, and it's my big moment because I noticed somebody's not where they belong. Stay with me, guys, I'm in character, remember? So I gotta go to future civil rights activist Rosa Parks and tell her, you gotta get out of your seat or I'm calling the police. She won't go, so I called a police officer to arrest her, and you know who that was? It was me. I changed my costume. I got back on the bus. I took Rosa Parks to jail. Some might say you couldn't have had civil rights without me, so you're all very welcome. I actually got one more role in this play, which I thought might be a little bit of redemption in the eyes of everybody. I got to be President John F. Kennedy and give a speech. Ask not what your country can do for you. I practiced front to back. I thought it would get me a standing ovation. All it got me was a sitting assassination. I should have known that convertible ride past the grassy knoll was a setup. I have a cause that's very near and dear to my heart, organ donation. I think everybody should sign the license and become an organ donor. You can applaud for that. Yeah, give it up for that. So my father, when he passed away, he was an organ donor, and his bones and tissue went on to help 80 different people all across the country, which is a beautiful thing. Clap it up for that. It's given me a new purpose in life, actually, is I'm going to travel the country and meet all 80 of these people and repossess my father's bones and reassemble him piece by piece. It'll be the last puzzle we ever do together. I've been listening to some hip-hop music recently. My favorite white hip-hop artist, Kanye West, has been in the news recently. I know the name is misleading, but his actions speak otherwise, because he went and made a song called Heil Hitler, which is crazy. That would be like if Superman went out and made a song called I Love Lex Luthor. Because no matter how much you kiss that guy's butt, he still wants to kill you. And to top it all off, he went out and sold t-shirts with swastikas on them on Yeezy.com. For 20 bucks a pop, it was by far the cheapest thing Kanye ever sold. And they sold about 100,000 of these things before they pulled them off the website. I bought most of them myself, but I promised we're gonna destroy them. And then to put the racist cherry on top of this sundae was he gave an interview in an all-black Ku Klux Klansman robe. Where the hell did that thing come from? That had to be custom made. What was that phone call like? You know, ring ring, Ku Klux Klan wardrobe division. You want us to make what? You gonna pay us how much? Who, Cletus? We got a special order. Go and get them blackout curtains. These Klan robes are made right here in America to this day. They never outsourced them, not once. You guys, I've had a varied dating experience. I've dated all different types of ladies. I date women like I'm going to Baskin Robbins, you know, the ice cream place, and you try every flavor that they have as a free sample, and when you get to the end, you just go, can I taste chocolate again? I forgot chocolate taste. I always double dip for chocolate boys, if you know what's good for you. But I actually used to date a trans girl, and I would have seen her no different as any other lady, and I wanted to please her like a woman. I wanted to go down on her, but she wouldn't let me. She told me if you sucked my dick, I wouldn't feel like a woman, which proves in my mind beyond a shadow of a doubt that is absolutely a real woman. Because what man is turning down a blowjob? Especially from me. She doesn't know what she missed out on. Well, you guys, I think I'm going to wrap